Well, who ensures that our drinking water is fit for human consumption? Who holds municipalities accountable for water quality? And do they have a responsibility to consistently share water testing data? To answer this, we're joined by Dr. Jo Barnes. She's with the Department of Global Health and Public Health at Stellenbosch University. Professor, thank you so much for joining us. The situation in Nelson Mandela Bay is quite concerning. I'm struggling because I can't figure out how it is that water of that quality was allowed to come through people's taps, and how it is that now that we know that it's unfit for human consumption, they're still not releasing the results of the sampling. How is this allowed to happen?
Good morning to you and good morning to our viewers. You've touched on a problem that is countrywide for us, and that is as the municipal services disintegrate, they cope with any problems they face by denial first. And they will go on denying until the problem is so huge that they can't deny anymore. And then they start looking for outside things to blame. In this case, after long denial, where people's health and indeed life were at risk, there has already been one child dead, and another one in intensive care, and a number of people hospitalized. So they blame the low dam levels. Low dam levels don't automatically provide the kind of bacteria and other contaminants that cause these diseases. So this is a water purification failure. And the raw water that they are receiving is contaminated with sewage. So this is another arm of the municipal services, that of sanitation, that has broken down some time ago. And they need to look at this holistically. But I suspect that part of what you're seeing, first of all, is the result of financial mismanagement, but also simply lack of technical know-how how to deal with water that needs more purification than usual.
How is it that they're able to go on denying that there was a problem here? Who checks the results of this water analysis? Is this self-regulated?
I wish I could give you a really hard answer on that, because I can tell you that the Department of Water and Sanitation, amongst others, is supposed to be provided with these results. But the Department of Water and Sanitation is, to all intents and purposes, more or less dysfunctional at the moment as well. There are numerous posts unfilled. So what you're seeing now is a knock-on effect of numerous failures in more than one place, and the health services are picking up the financial hit of this. Not only the population, of course, but the government department in general, the health services arms are taking the brunt of this. And the population is losing more and more faith in local government, which is the coal face where government meets the people. So all sorts of other, it has all sorts of other knock-on effects. You would be surprised, even vaccine hesitancy, because the same, in inverted commas, government that's asking people to be vaccinated is also the same government that's failing them on water and potholes and leaking sewage in the streets.
Like you mentioned, Prof, there's already been reports of a child dying because of E. coli poisoning, and now authorities trying to scramble and find some sort of solution. So what should they be doing now to right this wrong?
Immediately, what I would advise them to do is get as much technical know-how to their purification works, because those works are clearly not operating as they should. Any water that's cloudy or discolored by international standards runs the risk of being contaminated. The fact that this has been going on for weeks is an indictment of the management of the municipality, that they had not stepped in earlier.
All right, Professor.
And the second one, of course, is now to get this update, the job updated.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor. Just before I let you go, do they have a legal responsibility to let us know the results of this water analysis? What happens to these results?
As far as I know, they have a legal responsibility to the oversight department, which in general would be the Department of Water and Sanitation. I don't know if they have a legal responsibility to the community, but they have an ethical responsibility. And the fact that they are withholding it is yet another form of surreptitious denial and trying to deflect the heat off the management of this whole crisis, and that they waited so long and hoped that it would go away. We need better legislation as far as that's concerned.
All right, Professor, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. Dr. Joe Barnes of the University of Stellenbosch. We'll be back after this.